Hello and welcome to yet another episode of SMB Stories Matter. Stories that we bring you from different parts of the country. Stories of resilience, stories of courage, stories of innovation in these very trying times. Today, I profile Pallavi. Pallavi leads Karigari in Koregaon, Pune.
It was a small village called Pavni near Nagpur. Back in those days, electricity was a big issue. So my grandfather used to weave kosa silk sarees till late in the night under the dim light of oil lamp. And he used to tell me a lot of stories while weaving the sarees. I've seen him struggle a lot throughout my childhood. And that is actually the biggest inspiration for me to start Karigari. My grandfather was a weaver. He used to tell me a lot of technical things about threads and weaves and how the sari is actually created. So I was really interested in all of that. But monetary compensation was really less for weavers. So when I went to IIM Lucknow, I worked on a live project on chicken curry artisans to study the supply chain of chicken curry. And during that process, I realized that this suffering or this plight is similar across all the weavers and artisans of India. So I sort of could connect the dots, and I thought of creating a platform wherein I could give them a ready platform to showcase their art and give them the right remuneration that they deserve. I belong to a very conservative middle class family, Maharashtrian family, so they don't know anything about a startup world. So when I was working with an investment bank, I was getting paid really well. So when I told them that I want to do something of my own and quit my job, so they just couldn't get that thing around their head. And the biggest problem that they had with this decision was, if I quit my job and I do something of my own, then I will not get a good match for Shadi. But I of course did not give up, and I did quit the job. I started my own thing. And within 2 years, they started seeing the results and they are now very happy. For almost 4 months, our offline store was shut completely. On the online store, we were taking orders, but we were not sure when we will be able to ship those orders because all our third-party logistic partners were not working. So somebody who has placed the order today, we are not sure whether she will need that same sari 4 months down the line, 5 months down the line. So there was a lot of uncertainty that came along with COVID-19 pandemic. The biggest worry that we had was, how will we support the weaver community of more than 1500 weavers who are dependent on us to put food on their plate? So we had to do something about it. I personally believed, because now people were staying at home, they had a lot of time at hand and they were spending more and more time on social media, it was a great opportunity to reach as many eyeballs as possible and get your concept out there, get your product out there, create a very engaging content and get more followers, more loyal customers for your brand. We definitely reduced the amount of spend that we used to do, but we never stopped taking orders. So all our designers, within 7 days, we designed the entire Diwali collection. And all our weavers were working throughout the 4 months of pandemic. So we could actually keep paying them throughout that period. And I think that is the biggest feeling of gratitude that we have. We generally use Facebook and Instagram as the mediums to reach out to a wider set of audience. Even during lockdown, we focused more on creating engaging content for our followers. So one of our weaver's daughter, she is in 10th standard right now, and her father passed away 1.5 years ago. And now she has the entire responsibility of her family. She has to manage her studies as well as the business. So we wanted this story to come out and let our customers know that who is actually weaving their saris. So these kind of Insta live stories we did during the pandemic, and I think that caught a lot of attention from our followers. My total customer base shot up by around 50,000. So that was a big number, right? And that came in as a surprise for us. We started delivering after the government offered some relaxation on e-commerce in July, and our third-party logistic partners also started working. So all the pending orders plus 3 times the number of orders that we used to get before pandemic. So it was very overwhelming, definitely. It has definitely affected the top line for those 4 months when we were not operational. But the positive thing is we are back with a bang, and we are already doing 3 times the projected numbers post-COVID. We are hoping to close the year at around 30 CR. You get millions of ideas every day, but unless and until you work on them, they will not become $1 billion ideas, right? So I would always say that make right use of technology, make right use of social media, and when you already have a support of your family, it becomes very easy to sail through these difficult times and challenges, and you will come out stronger and better.